Another part of 7th grade math is like learning the basic geometry, right? For example, finding an unknown angle of a triangle, and that's what we're going to practice in this video. So let's get started. As you can see, there is the right triangle right here, a large one, and in it there are many small triangles, a smaller right triangle, and two other. This would also be a right angle, and two other right triangles. I'm sorry. And our job is to, we already know this angle is 32 degrees. So what is angle X? I'm actually going to, oh great. So I'm actually going to change line X. I'm going to write it clearer. So this is line X. And as you can see, you can also see many other symbols. For example, you see that this angle is right. This is also right. And remember, right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Just a quick reminder. And this as well is 90 degrees. So now we're trying to find what is this X here. Before I do anything, I want to be clear with one thing. Do you still remember that really important rule of the angles of a triangle? Yep, you still remember it, which is great. That rule is the rule is that the rule is that the sum of the of all the angles in a triangle, I'll just draw a quick triangle right here. In a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. So here's a rule. The sum of all the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So again, the smaller right triangle that's over here, we see that this angle, this angle, and this angle added up together would be 180 degrees. This angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle would be 180 degrees. This angle, and this portion of this angle would also be 180 degrees. So now it's time to ask, analyze what can we do to solve this problem? Well, the first thing is to say, of course, using this rule, how can we use it? Looking at this right triangle over here, this one, we can see that we already know how much two of those three angles are. 32 degrees. This one is 90 degrees. Now we just have to find this portion. This portion. What is this portion? Well, this portion that I marked gold right here would just be 180 degrees, which is 180, minus these two other degrees, which is 90 and 32. And, we're going to minus that. So if we minus, we are going to get 180 minus 122. Then we'll just minus, it's the same as 22 from 80. So then that would be 58. So that leaves us with this answer. This golden angle right here is 58 degrees. Okay, now we know all the angles of this triangle. But how's it going to help us? How is it going to help us find x? Of course, do you still remember how this whole angle right here, not just this golden portion, but from this side all the way to this side, it was a right angle? What does that mean? It means it's 90 degrees. This whole angle is 90 degrees. So if this part is 58 and the whole is 90, we can probably think of this equation. 58 plus x is the other part of this 90 is equal to 90. Now it's definitely really easy to find out what x is because we could just, subtract 90 minus 58, 90 minus 58, and then we have right there 32. So that's our answer. The answer is that x is equal to 32, and that's our answer. So what do we really do here? We remember the rule. The sum of all the angles in a triangle in any triangle is 180 degrees. Then we understood that like these signs, we didn't just take them in as right angles, but we took them in as 90-degree angles. So we use that to find this angle, 58 degrees, and then we used it to find out x, because this whole thing was 90 degrees. This whole thing was 90 degrees, and part of it was 58 degrees, so the other part would be x.